6 and 25 Rockets look to put some additional firm, and the Rockets are going to roll with Fred VanVleet, Jalen Green, Alfred Shingun.
I do not believe that Denver has the foot speed to keep up with Houston when their team quickness can really take advantage of the
struggled defensively. Rockets have the ball. The first of two here at home on this brief homestand is underway. And Fred VanVleet, who hit a season-high 9 threes in Miami on just 11 shots, gets the first shot of this game. A missed three for him, though. Denver coming off of a 128-109 loss up in Portland. And again, DeAndre Jordan, second straight start against the Rockets. Jokic missed the game in Denver, too, with a late scratch in that one. And tonight, Jokic is out with an ankle injury, missing his 4th straight game.
It's a homecoming for DeAndre Jordan. He's a Houstonian and trying to keep some size on Shingun.
And Brooks.
Lack of hesitation from Dylan Brooks. When he gets an open look, he's letting it fire and he's remaining confident.
And again, he hadn't played. Jordan hadn't played the last 10 games for Denver, so they're trying to match up with the Rockets. And if you're a team that other teams are trying to match up with, that means you're doing something right.
And that's what Houston has become. You see that bigger than they'd like to when normally teams downside.
I mean, it's like the heyday of the Warriors. The entire league tried to match up with them with personnel, playing style, all of it. Not saying that others are playing, and again, that's something that should be looked at as a positive if you're the Rockets.
High IQ play right there. Alp had it wedge called, but he saw that Jordan was so deep in the paint he couldn't get up and help on the pick and roll.
Murray over Shingun, kept him in front of him and defended the jump shot. Well done by Shingun.
You see that stance that he was in, down at stance with those puppies?
Murray just missed a couple of ball games. Here's VanVleet. Denver did not lead at any point against the Rockets in their building back in the middle of January. The Rockets led by as many as 24 and won it wire to wire, 128-108. Porter able to keep himself inbounds as he saved it. Now they work it up top to Gordon. He'll shoot over Brooks. He misses. And the rebound tapped by Thompson, picked up by VanVleet, ahead to Brooks.
It is so good in the paint battling.
Works on Gordon, pulls up from the block.
Knows what he wants to get to, and when Dylan lowers that shoulder, man, he's just really seeing the impact that he creates, and he's getting comfortable getting that little pull-up off.
As good as Denver has been, the Rockets have won 5 of their last 6 over them. Murray off that double pick, shaded by Brooks, now trapped underneath. Needs some help, got off the shot though.
When someone's in the paint, they got to feel contact. It's called bodying up.
Murray averaging 21.3 points per game this year, a career high. Just a tad. Jab step Shingun a couple of times. Now goes left, a little juke, step back, high arcing shot, and hit touchdown.
Jordan there, he played all of Shingun's fakes.
Jordan played well against the Rockets in Denver, had 3 block shots. Both teams shot the ball lights out in that one. The difference was when Denver turned the ball over, as they did a lot of times, as Shingun rejects that away, the Rockets just absolutely crushed them. Denver had 20 turnovers in that game in Denver. The Rockets scored 34 points off of them. As Brooks working on Murray, another turnaround, another.
But his focus was in the proper space, and for a young guy, you can try to do too much in those situations, especially starting.
Murray to Gordon up top. That was like
pretty connection there. You had Gordon on the slip, drawing up to throw it right up.
That was a really well executed play by Denver. Green, who was terrific up in Denver with 34 points, goes to work, hangs in the air, some contact, and a game. They are one of the NBA's best offensive team in the league by a pretty. Jalen makes them both. Rockets won that game in Miami despite shooting below 50% at the foul line again. That's because Fred was just unconscious. Those 9 threes, Murray, little finger roll.
That because that's a lob for Jordan if Shingun steps up. He did a good job by staying home.
Shingun now gets matched up with Murray to VanVleet. Jordan scrambles out on him, right back to Shingun to VanVleet. Good 2-man game, open look. He missed it though. So as hot as he was in Miami, he's now 0-3 from 3 to start this game. Murray on Green, got him off his feet. There's Thompson with the help of the block, picked up by Gordon. And spinning, catching, and
no need to go for a gamble, especially that low in the paint.
He had 17 in their loss up in Portland, averaging 18 a game since Jokic has been out. On pretty good shooting numbers too. Porter's a great shooter. Off one foot, the flamingo and an air ball for Şengün.
These get good looks. They just have to capitalize.
Murray with the runner
For Denver.
That's 6 straight for them. Rockets are up by 9 early. Denver team with a lot of proven veteran players. And Şengün misses that one. Oh, it's almost tipped in by Michael Porter Jr. Nearly an own goal.
That's a shot that Şengün's going to have all game against DeAndre Jordan.
Over the top to Gordon, he misses. Brooks on Brown. Brooks on Brown. Brooks misses one there, his first miss of the game. Here comes Brown the other way. This guy can really shoot the ball. This time he
great looks, but not seeing it all the way through.
Brown had an awesome game against the Rockets in Denver. Green misses. Now all of a sudden, after leading by 9 and everything going well, Denver can get the lead on this possession. Murray to Brown to Gordon, wide open. And it bounces down.
This is a huge game for the Nuggets, even without Jokic. They know the importance.
Brooks trying to get a call on that closeout by Porter Jr. There was none coming. Rockets have missed 6 straight shots.
I've never seen Dylan do that.
They've gone ice cold. Murray down low again, and PJ underneath.
These guys all the time about that 2019 Raptors team. They were also very much underdogs. They also very much won the championship.
They did. Thank you, Vanessa. Steven Adams, Tari Eason in for the Rockets, and that ends probably that 13-0 Denver run. Russell Westbrook is on the floor, the future Hall of Famer. Talked about him in the open, closing in on Kevin Garnett on the all-time scoring list. And that
with Jordan.
6 years they played with one another in Oklahoma City. Started together on a Western Conference Finals team back in 2014. Adams will set the pick for Van Vliet. Now shoots over Jordan, rims it short. Brown with the board, he'll look to attack. Comes back out to Murray, gets closed out there by Adams, so he can't take the 3. Now into Westbrook from Gordon in the paint, shoots, misses. And
there's a matchup. Played for Mike Malone, and I know he's very aware of that.
Jabari just, and a couple of, he's been the best player in the world.
Already probably one of the better players we've ever seen play this game.
No question about it.
I think we've really realized what we've been watching.
And Fleet down the baseline to Adams with a dunk.
Way through and like that big finish. Steven's starting to get his legs back.
Murray off another pick. Back out to Brown, to Murray.
It's in isolation. You can go if you want to.
Backs in, turns around from the free throw line and scores.
He ain't passing that one.
Green, deep, 2, rimming off. Westbrook to Brown with Van Vliet, and he's able to make 58%.
But energy, their high jumper, their transition push.
And Denver leads the NBA in fast break points per game. So they like to get out in the open floor and push tempo here. And he's Westbrook, he spun right by him.
From Tari, Westbrook trying to pull a veteran move and try to kind of overwhelm Tari, and Tari just stayed with it until Westbrook caught him gambling.
Another bucket for Murray.
He's got that type of talent.
That's 12 early for Murray. Rockets set a double screen for Green. Find Thompson doing it at his ankles. Bad pass, but somehow he picks it. Missed it though. Back come the Nuggets. Brown, he was 10 for 11 against the Rockets in Denver. Now to Westbrook. They leave him open. Doesn't take the jumper. Tries to go to turn it over. 3 on Denver. Denver does not force a lot of turnovers. Green to Adams, got the steal, and he... Yep. DeAndre watching the Rockets early on the glass.
And really, he's been playing really good basketball. And then how many guys do you know when you're struggling can step up and give you 30?
Rockets are 9-1, and Jabari's 10 games off the bench this year. Murray needs some help. Finds it. gets the assist.
Close up that trap. Rockets got caught in between doing nothing, so that if that pass does come out, it's an errant pass and not just an easy money.
First points for Najee in the last 3 games have been scoreless in the last 2. Contest that jumper, and there's Adams to put it back up.
Shooting when the help steps up wide because you got double big behind, and these guys have been eating glass.
Adams now 3 for 3. He's got 6 points early on.
He's in his zone right here. Right now you got to locate Murray.
Over Tari Easton misses. Rockets, and we're out rebounded by 5 by Denver in that first quarter, but that double big lineup did help the Rockets tie it up at the end of 1. Westbrook, and he missed shot at the rim by Watson.
Double big back on the floor, by the way.
Yep, to start the second quarter. Şengün on Westbrook.
Let him know he's going to gamble.
Yeah, goes baseline, wraps it around to Adams, who scores.
Again, Şengün, one of the most skilled players in the entire association.
Westbrook, and that was kicked with the Rockets. Thought about it, comes into the paint. Watson, turn the corner on Şengün.
In zone, you want to keep guys out of the paint. You cannot allow dribble penetration. You got Westbrook guarding Steven Adams here. Not sure how that happened.
VanVleet to Şengün to Smith from the wing. Terrific block on that closeout for Watson. Then he saved it back into play. And then the Rockets were able to close out on Porter, so Denver was not able to take advantage of what was a 2-on-1. Ooh, that was a tough-looking shot there.
Yeah.
And the back tap by Jordan to Westbrook. Thought about it. Now they leave him open. He'll take the 3. And he missed the 3.
They're on the side of leaving that wide open. Houston needs to settle down and get a good look here.
Russell Westbrook is arguably having the best shooting season of his career. Nasty crossover. VanVleet at the line makes that. Oklahoma City here in that win.
Yeah, absolutely. You notice when those scoring totals rise for Fred, it's always a big occasion and we need it.
Rockets again zone it up here. Denver is the lead shooting team. Westbrook gets that.
Put respect on his name, but that's the thing. You do not want to overreact. He wants to drive, he wants to dish, he loves to get guys involved.
2 on VanVleet. Now to Şengün looking for Adams.
But again, we talked about it. Look at Mike Malone.
Smith go from the corner.
A time where Najee and Jordan were in the game at the same time for Denver, but that's what the double big.
Westbrook rejected by Adams. 3-on-1 the other way. Man Thompson, the bump. Years in Oklahoma City.
Take advantage of tonight's Rockets. But look, you got Najee on the floor at the same time. I don't know if Denver's ever played like that.
Westbrook into the lane. In on VanVleet, the leaner no. Thought he got fouled, no whistle. Eason to Smith, back to him. A little setup dribble, score. Jabari's look great.
So funny.
And those cowboy hats, they're both so funny. Steven Adams has such an underrated personality as Westbrook gets it to go. Any mechanical bull riding by either one of them?
Well, there was not mechanical bull riding, but I know that you are a lifesaver, you're a hero, you secure deals. So why don't you tell the people what the streak of the Rockets is since you rode the mechanical
Since
bull?
I rode the bull, the Rockets have won 9 straight. Steal and foul. I mean, I was having fun.
Excuse like an owl.
No.
He went 3 rounds. The first round not great, but the other 2 he hung on.
I appreciate that. Thank you. It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
You get a 10 for showmanship.
Thank you. Ball fake. Drop. Eason navigating through a couple of defenders for the layup. Westbrook again moving left to right through the Kevin Garnett on the all-time scoring.
Yeah, he had a jumper earlier, but again, you don't want to overreact because Russ can feast in the lane.
I think when the Rockets were in Denver in January, Westbrook passed Vince Carter on the all-time scoring list. Now it's a chance to lose KD. Fred loses Michael Porter Jr., but George steps up to help. Now to Thompson, has to. Shot clock winding down.
Man, he's been pretty good when he steps in, get his feet set.
His first make of the game. Rockets are shooting 52%. Denver just over 48. Denver's #1 in the league in field goal percentage. Also a very, very good three-point shooting team. Inside, nicely done, MPJ to Jordan. DeAndre Jordan getting a little long in the tooth, but still very effective. 36 years of age, 17th year in the league. Shingun's open, passed up 2 J's from the free throw line.
That's a shot that Jordan's going to give him.
Now gets it back, gets inside and scores.
The game knew there was only Smalls on the weak side, got behind Jordan and laid it right up.
There's the help by Eason, helps force that turnover. Thompson ahead of steam to the rim, no. Shingun. Brown to Murray, who was hot, very aggressive in that first quarter, comes off that dribble handoff. They're top 4 in the league in handoffs. They also cut as much as any team in the NBA as they play off Jokic as they should. Obviously missing another game against the Rockets tonight, missed the game against Houston up in Denver, so that's obviously a big break for the Rockets with Jokic not on the floor for Denver.
Well, again, this is a motivated team. You guys jousting for position down the stretch.
Aaron Gordon,
really strong.
Averaging 29 a game in his last 3 on incredible shooting splits. Green to Eason, over Brown. Watson clears, ahead on the skip, and Brown ahead of the now.
Brown and Watson, those are 2 energy guys from Mike Malone. They've been able to develop and get consistent minutes now.
All is loose, Shingun to Brooks, and
it's just a Jalen Green 3 or Dylan Brooks layup, and gave up the layup.
So Brooks now 4 for 6. He's got 9. He's the Rockets' leading scorer. Everyone who's played for the Rockets, all 8 guys have scored. The last, 3, 4, 5 games, Ime Udoka's really tightened up his rotation. Jordan short. Eason saves it, but Watson knew exactly where he was going to go with it. Murray,
fadeaway coming.
Short, very short. Eason spinning on Brown. Now tried to throw it to Smith, threw it away. Just the 3rd Rockets turnover. They have numbers 3-on-1. Brown after Murray threw it behind him. Tonight will give them that tiebreaker, and these 2 teams will meet again in this barn on the last day of the regular season, April the 13th. And who knows what that game will mean. It could mean a lot. It could mean nothing. But with as tight as the standings are, Rockets are trying to, look, they've already locked in at least a play-in. They're trying to lock in a top 6 seed. Green driving, running it up. Watson's been head out west for 3. Rockets do control their own destiny as far as clinching a spot in the top 6 in an actual playoff round series in that first round, as opposed to having to go through the
not giving up second chance opportunities when they do get in their 2-3.
Second on Van Vliet. Watson short. He's 1 for 5, but he's defended very well. Adams back to Green, working back around Adams. 2-man game in the corner. Excellent ball movement. Now Brooks boots the ball right to Watson and deflects the Najee.
It's off the Denver. Really great job rotating right there and took a lot away from Houston.
Brown. He makes the 11 against the Rockets in Denver at 22 points. I think he was like 9 for 9 or 10 for 10 to start the game. One of the best shooters in the league.
About the only thing that was well for Denver up in Colorado.
Tapped in, Steven Adams.
Well, he's matched up with Najee, and he doesn't have the size to stop Steven Adams. But again, Steven is not just his size, he's so smart. He knows exactly where to go to get on the glass.
Houston's leading scorer is Dean.
For Steven Adams, those legs coming back, so Coach Udoka.
There's the lob, one of the best of passes, though, out to Green. He makes the straightaway. Thompson's first assist. Green now with 10. Najee, no. Rebound. Thompson, rip and run. The bounce to Green. Pull it back. The shot over Watson. That one a little bit long as it pops off the back of the rim.
That shot doesn't go, but that's the speed you like to play with. Those opportunities will be there. These two well acquainted. Dylan down on the floor and then kind of point to where they're going to pass.
DeAndre Jordan on the court sets the pick. Murray, Lohezi, again shadowed by Brooks, stepping under, and another block ball for Steven Adams. And at the buzzer, quick shot, and he made it along that baseline, tying it up at 52. Green weaving, and he got to the rim.
They make a double move, and we should be right by him.
But even if you make shots, you gotta get back on defense against Denver.
Well, without Jokic, you really look to push.
Jordan to Gordon, and he got the shot off and in. Just fantastic. I think double big, officially +5 for the Rockets in that first half. So here we are, 1 half down, 1 half to go. 2 versus 3 in the West. Murray gets knocked down, and Dylan Brooks helps him up. That doesn't happen very often, but he is his, as you talked about, he is his national team teammate. So there's a little bit of extra love there from Brooks to Murray. They get another chance at it here, does Denver. They've out-rebounded the Rockets in this game. Now 22-19, it's a lot closer than it was earlier. They were a +8 at one.
Want to see Jamal Murray has been steady, and if you're guarding him, you know, Rockets might want to think about getting the ball out of his hands because he's been the guy who's been aggressive.
Van Vliet with the left hand and could not finish over Michael Porter Jr. Aaron Gordon has just been on fire recently, but he was relatively quiet in that first half. Deep 2, and that rims off.
Fred really crowding Michael Porter Jr.
Thompson's been very quiet so far. Now to Van Vliet, and coming off a great game. He's now just 1 for 7 after that miss, and he's missed all 4 of his threes. Murray. Now with Van Vliet on him. Comes off the pick. Throws up the lob, and Jordan went up and got it.
And again, that help has to come from the nail, and you get Jordan, who's still got some spring behind the defense.
Green, no. Thompson the tap, but deflected it towards back. Gordon at the nail, now to Gordon on Brooks, jab step, one-on-one, jab step, comes left into the lane. There's a little bit of a shoulder bump on Gordon, missed the shot, MPJ, oh, he missed the putback. Little chest bumps there for Brooks on Gordon. Şengün spinning, back to...
End it off. He faked all of us out,
I saw
right?
him spinning, and all of a sudden, made Jordan still think that he was going to take the shot.
Hey, we still thought he had the ball.
I still thought he, yeah, for sure. Faked everybody out. Contested one this time, gets his own miss right back through, and that got deflected, but picked up by Gordon, and I think Şengün may have gotten a piece of, joined the Rockets for a sip available.
And you told Mike Malone that there'd be no Jokic. This is exactly how he envisioned the game going.
Gordon makes them both. Thompson misses the 3. Now in the corner. Resets it to Murray. Slips by Thompson. Comes into the middle of the lane. Thompson. So the inbound to Gordon. Back to Michael Porter Jr. The quick square and fire and lead of the game. Porter 40% for the three-point line this year. 41% for his career. He shot the ball lights out against the Rockets last year. Brooks, he was hotter. Nuggets had gone on a 10-2 run. So another double-digit scoring game for Dylan Brooks. He's got 12. He's now been in double figures in 14 straight. Another offensive rebound. Michael.
And if anything, right now, they're letting Denver outwork them.
Denver's a +10 in terms of second chance points. That's also something that doesn't normally happen to the Rockets. So they're getting outrun. And they're getting out rebounded, and second chance points all Denver. That's why they're up by 7.
Definitely the best minutes Denver's probably seen from
another big time throw. Suggested VCR is is actually Matt Thomas's producer over on the radio
Love
side.
that.
Great guy.
Love that. Very clever.
Yeah.
Thanks for playing along, guys.
Yeah, we do what we can.
Got a lot of action on social media.
It did. It did. That was fun. And that's fun too. Here's an interesting thing in favor of Denver in this third quarter. Ryan, the Rockets are being out-rebounded 10-2 in this third quarter so far. And Denver already with 6 offensive rebounds.
And that's what cannot happen. And
now they swarm Porter. Tari Eason takes it away from him. Picked up by Thompson to Brooks. Now to Şengün on Gordon. Trying to back him down. Goes with the baby hook and scores.
Jokic talking some strategy. I'm sure a lot of it was, hey, our energy's not there. We are slower to the basketball, and we've got to do the little things.
A couple of quick buckets there for the Rockets. Murray off balance, gets it to go.
Letting him know that the shot is going up. Look, one-on-one.
You know, Murray began his career with 10 straight losses to the Rockets. Back when Jokic first came to the league, the Rockets kind of had Denver's number, then it became Denver having Houston's number, and now, as I said earlier, the Rockets, as good as Denver is, they've won 5 and 6 in other basketball.
Transition battle, losing the battle of the boards, and hats off to DeAndre Jordan, man. He's been excellent in this game so far.
So Şengün flirting with another triple-double. Murray off the screen, jumps it back to Gordon, dishes it back to Murray, and he goes with the left hand.
DeAndre Jordan on the rim has really opened things up for Denver.
Rockets are very concerned about the lob. Van Vliet, back to Şengün. Into Thompson for another dunk.
To get stops, and they got to get better on the boards.
Last 2 minutes, Rockets 8 points. They've made all 4 of their shots. All those points coming into paint as they face the top paint scoring team in the NBA in Denver. Murray, another.
Through screens. There are times when you are not going to have help, and you're going to have to get through, and you got a mega star like Jamal Murray on the other end.
Van Vliet off the pick. He'll try to get it back. He does. His first make.
Got to get stops, Craig.
Denver shooting an even 50%. The Rockets a little bit better than that. 52.8.
SOS looks like the same play here.
Gordon to Jordan. Back to Murray. Got it off in time, and guess what?
Time to go get him. Here's the thing, he won't stop. When he gets in his zone, he will roll.
Said earlier, very capable, drops 50 on you. Van Vliet to Eason, to Şengün at the elbow. Shot clock winding down. Van Vliet to Şengün, and he took the shot, although he had the pass to Jabari.
You got him caught in between lob and shot there, you could tell.
Van Vliet trying to blanket Murray, now to Brown. Back to Murray. Murray has already scored 13 and a quarter. Oh my goodness.
High.
Now with 32, 15 in the third. Denver with their biggest lead. Van Vliet over Jordan. No. Rebound Westbrook.
Definitely the best game we've seen DeAndre play against Houston, and how fitting in his hometown.
13 rebounds now for him, closing on a double-double. Again, it's the Murray show. They go 1-4 flat. He goes to Van Vliet, throws it to Jordan. So when Murray isn't scoring, he's assisting. An 11-3 run by Denver. Green got it off. Make it 18. Westbrook had 3 turnovers in the first half. I think he had 9 in their loss up in Portland a couple days ago.
Here goes the trap.
Now to Watson, to Westbrook. He's already hit 1 tonight, and he hit another.
Shoot that you need to allow him wide open looks as he got right there, but you're going to influence not Murray playing one-on-one. He showed you he's good enough to beat you right now.
Westbrook's 5 points away from tying Garnett on the all-time scoring list, and then Jabari get it inbounds, does to Thompson. Now back to Green, working on Watson. Shoots a very, very, very tough shot, and Şengün mistimed his jump a little bit. There's the touchdown pass. Porter Jr. to Watson, who got fouled late.
We're seeing a spirited group from the Nuggets here.
Hit him. hits the free throw. 17-6 is the overall run by Denver. And now they lead by 16. Green, foul. Green missed the shot. Şengün, back to Green, rubs off Şengün's screen. Three defenders shadowing him now. He will try one. And Adams keeps battling, keeps the play alive. To Şengün, drops it off. Thompson had it stripped away and stolen. Murray the other direction. Murray into the lane. Goes behind the back to Watson, and now they reset. They'll go one-on-one with Adams. He'll shoot for the mid-range. And that dances off to Şengün, his 8th rebound. Green. He turns it over. Ahead to Murray. They got numbers behind the back to Westbrook. I'm out of, but obviously plenty of time to do so.
Yeah, Denver's been far too comfortable. You got Russell Westbrook guarding Steven Adams. Look for Steven Adams on the glass right here.
Şengün spinning on Jordan. Oh, he left it short, but there was a
Finally Perks, and out of this road experience on the boards.
But what they have really struggled with is defense here in recent weeks. But
we got Watson, Westbrook, and Jordan on the floor. Perfect time to go zone, and Ime does.
Into Watson in the foul circle to Gordon in the corner. Good look at it. Even with that closeout late there by Green to round it out for Gordon. Watson picks up Green. Now to Şengün on Westbrook. Oh, missed the shot though. And then Brooks had a play on it, and he too lost it. Now to Jordan, he's trapped to Westbrook. Westbrook leaning in on Green, too strong for him. That's a physical play at both ends of the floor. And now a turnovers really hurt Denver against Houston in their building in January, but that's not been the case tonight. Green circling around Michael Porter Jr. to Şengün. He steps into the lane after passing up the three, and too strong. Adams tip, no, got it back again. Hopefully the Rockets on this reset possession can get some points. Here's Brooks, deep three. Line drive.
We're there to start the third quarter, but Houston came up short. That time they finished.
Watson, Adams the recovery. And makes that, and now this work shot blocker. He's got a couple of blocks tonight. Got 30 more, I believe, than Jokic does on the season now. Green, they give him space, and that dances off. Well, Green's gotten up 11 threes. 12 threes, I beg your pardon. 3 for 12 from 3. Rockets are shooting 9 of 28 from the three-point line. Denver takes the least amount of threes in the league. They're 9 of 16 from the three-point line. Porter, blocked by Adams, got another block. Also got the ball. The Rockets down big. They've gone to the double big to try to get them back into the game. They're screened down the baseline. Dipped. And a perfect fourth quarter.
Make sure you locate Michael Porter Jr. as far as the lone shooter with this group.
Watson, Porter to three. From three, he's got 9 points. He has been in double figures each of the previous 3 games. He does shoot 37% from the three-point line as well. Brooks, his three. It's going.
Struggled to find any type of rhythm. He's been fearless.
4 threes for Dylan Brooks. 18 points. Gordon. Back to Westbrook. Westbrook on the attack. Bad pass, deflected and stolen. Rockets will push. Here's Green on Gordon, but now they get behind the ball to Van Vliet. Over the top to Adams, who dunks it. League all-time live into the championship in 2023. Adams completes the three-point play. The double big lineup now a +10 tonight. It's an 8-point game. Westbrook has 4 fouls. Denver has 14 fouls already with a long way to go. Jordan on Brooks to Westbrook. Foul. Russ misses UCLA. Makes. Green by Watson, and he recovered.
Make sure you locate him.
All right. And it's a 7-point game. At the foul line is Gordon.
Yeah, Denver leaving Gordon one-on-one at the foul line and just cutting.
11 for him.
And to play him straight up. The threat of Gordon driving. He's an excellent driver.
Green off the pick. Right at Jordan. Flipped it in.
Better pick and roll defender, but Jordan. An excellent job nonetheless, Greg. We've been speaking about this. Houston's got to get stops, and they finally been able to put some together.
It's a 2-possession game, 6 fouls, and less than 5 minutes to begin this fourth quarter on Denver. Rockets taking advantage. Murray to Brown, circling, got by Van Vliet, runs it up, no, rebound Adams.
Go right back to it, they'll set it.
Sets the pick, Green around it, Green leans in, Green misses, rebound tipped, Murray, last touch.
More open than you just saw from Jalen Green. May have to go on this.
Murray shoots over Green, in and out, wow, halfway down, popped out, tough look for Murray. Now to Şengün, left to the lane. There's the double, back to Van Vliet, the swing to Brooks. Brooks up top over Gordon. Too strong, rebound Şengün, back to Van Vliet. His three's on the way. It's no good. And within 6.
They'll attack the rim, you're in the bonus.
And we're down 19. Westbrook for 3. Too strong. Rebound Houston. Again around the pull-up, another leaner, short, tip, no, rebound. Eventually coming down to Denver. Rockets have had multiple opportunities to cut into this deficit even further than they already have. Lots of time left. Off the Jordan screen, here's Murray diving down the lane, throws it up, and it rolls in.
He's just too hot. Oh no, Westbrook stole it.
Finds Brown, he'll bring it back out.
Oh, the Grand Theft Alvarado right there. But again, look to jump up and help here on Murray. He's an excellent closer in these situations.
Finds some space, whirls it to Brown, fakes the 3, steps inside, comes back out to Murray.
It's an illegal screen.
And Şengün. On Gordon. Shook him, got fouled.
Ari Eason doesn't just talk the talk, but walk.
Makes the second.
As it gets from Ime Udoka and the Houston Rockets. Houston back in the zone here, and again, you got to locate Jamal Murray.
Brown doesn't take the shot to Jordan at the foul line. Hands it to Michael Porter Jr. over Adams. Keep moving. Van Vliet to Şengün, on Gordon, there's the help to Brooks, can't get off the shot, now to Şengün, again on Gordon, throws it up, missed it, Adams offensive rebound, to Van Vliet, off balance, corner 3, no good.
I'm sitting, Houston's getting the looks, man, they just can't score. That's great action. You got Şengün going one-on-one, you got Steve-O on the glass, and a 3 afterwards.
Adams has been a monster in this game. 14 points, 12 rebounds. Van Vliet now 1 of 7 from 3. Şengün 2 assists away from a triple-double.
Yeah, Denver doing a good job. They're just getting back defensively.
Van Vliet squared up, the 3, no. Another offensive rebound. Şengün on Jordan's got 5 fouls, will shake and bake, step back, no. Rockets now only shooting 41% for the game in this second half.
Well, now again, you got to give that attention to Jamal Murray. Houston back in man.
Murray one-on-one with Green and tripped up. They're at a point, getting to a point where they'll afford to have Denver score, especially make a three. Van Vliet getting physical with Murray, got around him, shoots over Şengün, short rebound. Thompson in on Brown, pirouettes it back to Şengün and loses the... Porter from Murray to Brown from the wing, no good. And DeAndre Jordan tap.
You gotta respect Brown, but you can be a little later to his closeouts.
2 minutes to go, Green. Şengün this time is able to finish.
Now you gotta get stops. There goes the trap getting out of Murray's hands. No, they're gonna stay. No, the trap is there.
Murray back across the Porter to dig the shot. Air ball, rebound possession for the Nuggets. They go into Gordon, working on Thompson. Shoots inside the circle, makes it. Like the last 6 minutes. This is a 6-point game. Denver hasn't done a whole lot of scoring themselves, and the Rockets have gone ice cold. Here we go. From the dunker spot, doing 14 points, 14 rebounds to Gordon. He's pressured, turns it over. Şengün, the drive, the kick. Brooks is open, corner three.
Murray looks gassed. Take a look at that.
Rockets get a gift. 4-point game, 70 seconds to play. And officially a triple-double for Alperen Şengün. Murray pressured again. 4.
SOS, same play.
Green by Jordan to the rim, doesn't get it to go. And then Brown pressured by Thompson, doubled, and Murray isoing at midcourt, Van Vliet the defender. Milking clock.
They're looking for Jalen Green here. Why not trap him?
There's the screen, there's Green on Murray. Murray spinning, Murray got fouled. Miss. Got the miss. Rockets get the rebound. The Green loses it, gets it back into Şengün on the other side. And then they get the foul. By the way, makes the second one.
Both. Doesn't have to be a three. A three would help, though.
Şengün tripped up. Oh, second makes that.
Murray
into Murray. Trap.
Oh!
And makes them both. To Green in the corner. Missed it. Oh. Clock is stopped. 9-point. Oh no. This is. Ball is knocked
for him and MVP between Late and him because he knew that DeAndre showed up big.
Hit some second chance points. Outscored him 14-0 on the break. And the Rockets' winning streak has been snapped.